is Lake Eland or Ribi Gorge out in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. It's our backdrop for today's edition of the Art Bulletin. Welcome to it. My name is Dumisi Dumedi and thank you very much for always staying with us. World-renowned South African producer Welcome Somi will present a new musical production titled Footsteps of Mandela. It will premiere next month at the Riverside Church in New York and will be streamed live around the world on International Mandela Day.
The renowned producer worked alongside jazzical pianist and producer Joel A. Martin on Footsteps of Mandela. The musical production was inspired by songwriter Stan Setlin's Oratorio Americana, which is a choral work celebrating world peace, freedom and human dignity. Officials say legendary Metropolitan Opera star Simon Estes, Tony Emmy award-winning Broadway actress Liz Colloway, gospel jazz singer Jolie Rock Brown and South African women's a cappella group Togoza will perform with more luminaries expected to join the celebration. The performance and HD broadcast will take place on Friday the 18th of July at 7 p.m. at the Riverside Church, where Nelson Mandela visited in 1990 after he was released from Robben Island after being imprisoned there for 27 years, and again in 2005 on his final trip to North America.
Three friends and visual artists whose works can be found in galleries in Johannesburg, Durban and Cape Town have come together to display specifically chosen pieces that display their diversity and uniqueness. The exhibition kicked off at the Art Space in Durban on June 16 and ends today.
An art exhibition at the Art Space in Durban has gazed on the 16th of June, culminating on Saturday the 21st of June, where three friends will be coming together to display precisely chosen pieces of work to demonstrate each other's variety and individuality of creative progression. The exhibitors say their work is more about attitude and character rather than the perfect radiation, and images are intended to resonate with the viewer's instinctive self rather than rational self. For more information about the exhibition, please visit www.artspace/durban.com.
In music news, the Ugu Jazz Festival's 4-day-long calendar kicks off next week in Port Shepstone in KwaZulu-Natal.
This year, the festival has lined up in the coming week a comedy show, which is on Thursday at the Ugu Sports and Leisure Centre, and on Friday, the pre-party at the Marburg Sports Ground. On Saturday, the main event at the Ugu Sports and Leisure Centre, and on Sunday at St. Michael's, the picnic. Amongst other artists are Hugh Masigela, Johnny Clegg, The Soil, Ringo. When it comes to ticket pricing, tickets are available at CompuTicket and ShopRite and Checkers stores nationwide. I'd like to urge festival goers to get there early, as Mikasa will be performing early this year. We do have a park and ride system, so feel free to come in and park your cars at the various spots that we have selected and jump on the shuttles, and that will take you to the main event.
Phases of Mara is a musical drama which unfolds events, both good and bad, that have shaped the subject's life. This production that uses music and dance to tell the story of Mara is on at the Olive Tree Theatre in Johannesburg until the 28th of June.
Phases of Mira is about a woman who's been through stages. So it's about coming of age of a girl and trying to survive in a hot, cold, cruel world. She becomes a prostitute, she becomes a dancer, she becomes a musician. But there's so many vultures, people who are trying to make money out of her. At the end of the day, what she wants is just to be free from everybody. So there is this constant inner feeling, like a spirit that travels with her, that overtakes her life eventually and start revenging on all the males who have hurt her.
New York Times best-selling book Freckleface Strawberry by Julianne Moore is coming to the National Children's Theatre stage. This story about love, acceptance, friendship and self-consciousness is told through a play that ends on the 20th of July.
Freckleface Strawberry, the musical, is based on the book by Julianne Moore about her childhood. She had red hair and freckles and she was teased as a child. So she wrote these beautiful books that have been adapted into a musical. It's basically the story of a little girl who's teased because she looks different and she learns to accept herself. The freckles and the red hair don't go away, but she learns to accept herself with the love and help of her friends and her family. And the message is basically accept yourself. Everyone's different. Be who you are, and you could have a great future. Like Julianne Moore, it has a strong message about bullying, because Freckleface gets bullied, and there's a huge problem in our country, especially in South Africa. In fact, all over the world of bullying. So I found we have the opportunity to do a musical to entertain children, but also send out a very strong anti-bullying message. And Freckleface Strawberry, the musical, runs at the National Children's Theatre until the 20th of July. Booking can be done through our website, which is nationalchildrenstheatre.org.za.
Big drama, side-splitting comedy, breathtaking dance, world-famous musos, and visual multimedia physical theatre. That's what the organisers of the 969 Festival are promising their audiences. They announced this year's lineup this week.
On the 969 Festival, we have serious theatre like Three Little Pigs, which is satire. It's never been seen in Johannesburg. It sold out the Grahamstown Festival, and let me just tell you, that's hard to do. And more especially, it's gone to like the major festivals around the world to absolute great reviews. So I'm very proud to have it here. We have Kyle Shepherd, who is the 2014 Stan Bank Jazz Award winner. And in fact, we did this deal last year. So he's actually going to be releasing his brand new album at a concert on the 26th in the Great Hall. Lots of beautiful other dance. We've got Nile, which is a co-production between the Swiss Institute and a French dance company that is coming from the main festival. Another main festival performance art stroke dance kind of performance is Neither Here Nor There or Everywhere. And it looks at the whole issue of addiction, but from a very performance, multi-layered, multimedia perspective.
3 award-winning and very creative artists will come together to present a black comedy titled Flexion, the multimedia play which focuses on remaking oneself and loving the familiar face of a celebrity, will be on at Gutha on Main from tomorrow until the 28th of June.
With Flexion, we were looking at celebrity culture and things that are part of our everyday lives. So it's not even people we relate to on a face-to-face basis, but it's the kind of the movies that are around us, the pop culture basically. So Flexion is about engaging with that in a meaningful way and really examining what it is to find those things so important and to shape your lives based on them. I was very excited about finding different ways to tell stories. I think it's important when you're doing theatre to find theatrical language. So once again, you're not just trying to be a movie on stage, but you're really justifying why this is a live experience and what is special about that. So I think puppetry and mask work is a big part of that for me.
Last year, acclaimed photographer Adrian Stein spent time with history makers like F.W. de Klerk, Nelson Mandela and Desmond Tutu, taking pictures for the 21 Icons project. Now you have the opportunity to see all those pictures in an exhibition titled Portraits of a Nation. It opened at the Museum of African Design in Maboneng Precinct this week.
I think that's Adrian's skill, is that he's managed to capture these icons in a situation other than just a standard face-up portrait. He's actually got the viewer to engage the artwork, and I think art by its very nature should cause conversation. And to bring this exhibition to a young, up-and-coming, youthful environment and urban environment, I think is very, very important. And I think if anything, the spirit that these icons bring to any venue are maybe more encapsulated in the Museum of African Design building.
Meanwhile, the city of Ekurhuleni will open its youth photographic exhibition at their Springs Art Gallery today. The exhibition is a result of free photography workshops and lectures provided to a handful of young people by the city.
It's quite big. We have a total of 59 photographs from 12 students. There's a whole range of different themes. We didn't have any specific theme for the show, but what we did, we told students to go out and do a documentation of their surroundings, their townships. It's ending on the 30th of August.
And that's how we come to the end of today's edition of the Art Bulletin, coming to you from Lake Eland inside the majestic Orivi Gorge. Do feel free to communicate anything you have in mind with us by emailing morninglive@sabc.co.za. You can also tweet us. Our handle is @morninglivesabc. Until next time, it's a goodbye from us.